So here are 5 things about the Police Recruitment Online Assessment Centre briefing exercise that you may not be aware of. And the first thing before I talk about the 5 things that you need to be aware of is that the exercise has changed. So it's been pretty much the same exercise now for almost 2 years. It was a bullying incident at a college. That's gone. It's gone. It's now been replaced. So I'm also going to talk in this video about what it's been replaced with, and 5 things that you just really need to be aware of if you're looking to secure a pass. All right, before I dive in though, who am I and why should you listen to anything I've got to say? My name is Brendan from Bluelight, and over the past 33 years, I've been supporting people just like you to succeed in promotion boards and the recruitment process. I've been in the police sector now for over 40 years. I joined in 1985. Can you believe it? But now I've got a great team of coaches that I work with. Combined, we've got over 250 years of management and coaching experience. We're senior officers, both retired and still serving. But don't just take my word for it as to how good we are. We've got over 880 now, almost 900 5-star Trustpilot reviews. Okay, let's dive in. So the first thing about the new online assessment center briefing exercise is that it's an operational incident. Now, previously, the exercises, the scenarios that you were given would be about a noisy party. The police don't deal with noisy parties. So for almost 2 years, you had to describe how you're going to deal with a noisy party. The police don't deal with noisy parties. And then it changed to a bullying incident at a college. The police don't deal with bullying incidents at colleges. Now, this version has a scenario that is fully operational. It's exactly the sort of thing that you'll be dispatched to as a serving officer on response. And it is very realistic in that respect. So you're going to have to get your head around the fact that you do need to know something about policing, despite the fact that the College of Policing says you don't need to know anything about policing. Yes, you do. All right. The second thing to be aware of is that it's still vague. The questions are still vague questions, and you may find yourself repeating yourself. The way it works in the briefing exercise is that, and it's not really briefing, by the way, it's more like an old-fashioned paper feed. They start off with a scenario, and then they'll ask you 4 questions about that scenario. They drip feed the questions in. You've got 1 minute, just 1 minute to think about your answer, and then 3 minutes to deliver your answer. After those first 4 questions, it develops again. So the scenario develops. You've got another 4 questions. Again, same thing, drip fed in. 1 minute to think about your answer, 3 minutes to deliver your answer. And then it develops the second time, and again, another 4 questions. It's rapid fire. You've got to talk for a total of almost 36 minutes. 36 minutes worth of talking. Listen, to get promoted to superintendent, you only have to do a briefing that's 15 minutes long. So this is actually really, really long. It's a lot of talking. You need to know what you're talking about. So the sort of questions you're going to get asked are things like, what considerations would you have? And you're going to have to go into things like, well, if A, then X would happen. If B, then Y would happen. If C, then Z would happen. This is the way you're going to have to approach it, because otherwise you're just going to give like a really vague answer to a really vague question. You've got to make it specific. Does that make sense? This is something actually that we help prepare our academy members for. So we have an online assessment center academy, which it works so well that if you don't pass, we give you a refund. I mean, how cool is that? It's made up of weekly webinars, practice webinars, twice weekly actually. It's made up of loads of online explainer videos. It's made up of sample exercises, and we've got a new sample exercise for this new briefing. And it's also made up of one-to-one coaching. And this is the icing on the cake. We make sure that you're fully prepared, fully ready to secure a really good pass at the Online Assessment Centre. More information in the description or comments below, depending on where you watch this. All right, number 3, talk, 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 talk. You've got to practice. Like if you just go into the Online Assessment Centre briefing and the first time you are practicing the answers to the questions is actually at the Online Assessment Centre briefing, you stand a really good chance of failing. And we know historically that this is the key area that most people fail on. If you're going to fail anywhere, it's probably going to be on the briefing. All right. So you've got to talk, talk, talk. You've got to practice every day. This is the key to success. Okay. Number 4, you need to have a good structure to your answers. So The sort of things you're going to be talking about are things like, let's just check my notes, decision-making models, risk assessment models, conflict management models, trauma support models. You've got to have a structure and a model for each approach. This way you can weave them into your answers and produce really high scoring marks. Because what we've done is we've taken all of these models and systems and we've mapped them against the behaviors and the values and the competencies that you're going to get assessed against. This is how our Academy members score the highest marks. All right, the last thing to be aware of, an arrest conundrum. What do I mean by that? Well, we're kind of aware of what the circumstances are around this new scenario. And we're also kind of aware now, ethically, we've sourced this information ethically, we're kind of aware that they reveal a criminal offence. And the sort of criminal offence they've revealed is one where, as an operational sergeant and then later on as an operational inspector, if any of my officers fail to make that arrest, I'll be having words with them, and actually more than words with them, because I'll be looking at it as an actual dereliction of their duties, because this individual should be arrested. Like 99.9% of all police officers would arrest this individual, and rightly so, because of the allegation that's made against him and because of the behaviour which they're still exhibiting. However, here's the conundrum. We don't believe that that's what the College of Policing are after. We believe they're after an alternative approach, one that's going to score you higher marks, but is completely irrational and exactly the sort of thing that you would not do as an operational officer. So here's your conundrum. Do you arrest or do you not arrest? Interesting, huh? Those of you who are special constables and PCSOs will probably be dying to launch into an arrest in this set of circumstances. But like I said, it's not what we think they're after. This, again, is proof for us that whoever designs this stuff has probably never been in a police station before. And has probably never spoken to real police officers, because real police officers will have highlighted that, oh, you've just introduced a conundrum there, one that you've actually said they don't need to have knowledge of policing, but now you've introduced something that requires not just arrest policy, arrest legislation, but also policy around a really specific key part of what the police are looking to try and prevent. So there you go, folks. A lot to consider. Again, if you're looking to secure that pass, to ensure that you get that pass in your online assessment centre, and a good pass, then check the link below for the description. And in that link, there's a link to a short form. Complete that short form, then we'll have a conversation with you. See if our Academy program is a good fit for you. If it isn't, well, we'll part as friends. There's absolutely no obligation on this call whatsoever. We've got to work out whether you're a good fit for us, and you've got to work out whether we're a good fit for you. It's got to work both ways. All right, hopefully helpful, and we'll see you in the Academy sometime soon.